Welcome to this video. We're going to talk about why you may be seeing a different number inside of Facebook when it comes to webinar registrations compared to what you're seeing inside of your client funnel software. So obviously if we analysed a particular number here, let's say this is the area here inside of a campaign for a custom date in October, so say December, we've had 189 registrations, let's say. Now in your Facebook account for the same period, you may be seeing a much higher or a much lower number. This is not because there is a fault or issue with the software and the way it reports. It is down to the way client funnels and Facebook work, and it's the same with every piece of software. Facebook have what they call an attribution model, which basically means that if someone sees something more than once, it may well get counted at a later date, and that can go back as far as 7 days, or for certain statistics as far back as 180 days because of the pixel data and how it works. So what that means is that some days you may log in and client funnel says you've had 5 opt-ins, let's say, but your Facebook pixel data is saying basically that it's had 3 opt-ins for that day. Which one is correct? Well, the one that is correct is the one that is inside of client funnels, okay? So please be aware, because why is it correct? Well, because we know, because we have, let's say, 5 email addresses, whereas Facebook is only saying 3. Or vice versa, whatever happens, okay? The key number here is the one inside of Facebook, inside of client funnels, because that's the number that we have. That's 3 or 5 or whatever number physical email addresses of people who've opted in, new contact registrations, okay? So, in this case, this is the registrations here. We can see this is the number of registrations we got, and we can click it and actually go in and see the physical people with their names and their email addresses and any other data that we have collected on them. Whereas the Facebook model could be out because of the way that attribution models, it attributes it, it credits it later on, as well as what's happening on the day. So it can skew your numbers quite dramatically in some cases. So the key thing here is to always remember and track and report on the number that is shown for not only just your registrations, but also your call bookings. Facebook may say you've had 5 call bookings in one day. We're only showing you 1 call booking. It doesn't mean there's 4 call bookings that have disappeared and have not been collected in the system. Our numbers are correct because we're only doing it based on the data that we are getting as a result of people taking that action. Whereas Facebook, if you're showing a bigger number, let's say on the call bookings, than you are inside our software for a given period, a day or a week, it means that someone has previously done this and it's now counting it inside of this kind of accounting period, because they've now been attributed back that they actually first saw the ad 7 days ago or 30 days ago, and that's now why it's been added in, and that's why you're seeing a bigger number. Also be aware that all these numbers may not be 100% correct as far as from Facebook, because people may actually have their actual privacy settings on their browsers or mobile phones to actually block tracking cookies. Now, if that is the case, obviously by GDPR and data protection law, we have to not track people if they have that set up on their browser. You won't know this and we don't know this, but obviously as soon as we hit their browser, if they have something on there that blocks data tracking, then obviously those numbers will be affected in here as well. But these are the most accurate numbers you're always going to get out of any software, because it's based on actual physical people opting in and physical people booking calls. So that's why this data is always going to be correct, and the Facebook data may vary, okay? So just please be aware of that when doing your actual campaign reporting.